If you don't want season 3 spoilers for Voltron Legendary Defender, do not watch this video. Hello friends, it's Maureen and I am running on no sleep. I stayed up until 3 a.m. waiting for Voltron's 3rd season to come out on the East Coast of America, and it was so good. I have no other words. I have picked certain points to talk about. I am sleep deprived and a little delirious, so if I say anything that's wonky, just if you want to see a girl freaking out over things that happened in season 3, you are in the right place. I'm also going to try and talk about some theories that I might have for the next season. I don't know. My voice is also very hoarse because I ran out of water in the middle of the night. If you guys want me to make any more of these types of videos where I just talk about different fandoms and different TV shows or anime or whatever you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments below and leave what fandom you want me to talk about. I'm really cool with that. I love talking about stuff that I like. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is Lotor. Oh my god. I think he is my favorite villain that I've ever seen in a TV show. Okay, that might be a little bit of a stretch, but you know what I mean? He's such a good villain. Like, I didn't really like Zarkon as the main villain, but he still is technically the main villain just for this season. Lotor was, and I like him better. Zarkon's kind of just like power, but as you get further into the season, you understand why he wants his power. He wants to win by brute force. Meanwhile, there's Lotor who used strategy, and it's really cool to see how he thinks. I don't like him as a person. He is supposed to be a villain, so that's why I don't like him. But he's not as bad as the fandom was going to try and make him out to be. He seems like a pretty good villain. He seems to be playing mind games with the paladins, so I'm cool with that. If I don't seem excited right now, it's because I'm running on no sleep in 24 hours. I also think he's actually kind of cool just for the fact that he fights alongside his generals that he has picked out himself. I also said they were Galra half-breeds, which is insane because the Galra are you need to be pure-blooded. If you're not full Galra, you're not Galra. That's kind of like their mindset. I think that's what Zarkon instilled in them, even though he married an Altean, but it's alright. I also love people under his command. I think they're all girls. I don't really know for certain if they're all girls, but they sound like they're really awesome. That's all I can say about them. Next, we have the new paladin formation. Now, okay, I kind of am okay with this formation, but it's also like I was expecting it. It picked Keith as the black paladin, then Lance moved to red, and then Allura went to blue. Can't say I fully support Keith as the black paladin. He's going to be a great leader in the future. Just right now, they probably should try and hone his skills as a leader more before just throwing him into the situation. I know that's the best way to learn, but they're fighting a war. You can't learn in the middle of a war. I'm not sure if I quite like that. I also don't like Allura being a paladin. I just don't like it. I don't like her being in blue. I'm gonna miss Lance in blue. And the fact that Black rejected Shiro after he came back surprises me to no end. Also, the way that Allura connected with the Blue Lion by thinking like Lance, which meant in her mind not thinking so much. That bothered me because Lance caught on right away that she was calling him stupid. And then all of the paladins agreed with her. And that bothered me because that's just not cool. You don't call your friends stupid unless it's as a joke. And that might have been meant as a joke, but she said it in such a serious tone without cracking a smile. Also, Keith needs to stop being so emo and impulsive and just running places because that's not a good thing. Like, if you're gonna be a leader, you need to be stable. You need to not go running off the first time you see Lotor. You shouldn't do that. I'm happy you learned. I'm going to ask you guys a few questions to answer in the comments at the end of this video, so get ready for those. Shiro, that boy came back. He came back in the middle of the season, which was great. I love him. I missed him. His hair was longer than mine, which makes me wonder how long there was in between season 2 and season 3 that we did not get to see, because I want that content. I need that content. Like, I need to see how it ended up with Lance comforting Keith. I need to know how that happened. I also feel bad for Shiro for like being rejected by the Black Lion, because what the heck? He had the strongest bond with her and then she just rejects him. It doesn't make sense to me. Could it not be the real Shiro? I actually think that might be the case. He might not actually be the real Shiro, because when he cut his hair again, it was cut in a really ugly way, not gonna lie. It looked kind of square, like it was just square. Here's a picture. This is not the right Shiro. Maybe it's Sven, dressed up as Shiro. You never know. Oh yeah, Sven from the alternate reality from the original Voltron? What? Oh my god, that's insane. Like, what fourth wall? There was none to begin with, apparently. A pile of rubble. Not gonna lie, I was expecting to see him working with Matt this season, but I'm assuming that's gonna come in season 4. I need some of that Matt content. As soon as we got a little bit into Pidge's life and met Matt as a character, I was like, wow, he seems like a pretty good character. They have not brought him back. Like, you saw the little scene of him being broken out, but I want to know what the heck happened. Like, is that gonna be shown in season 4, or am I gonna have to wait till season 52? Don't make me wait till season 52 to see Matthew Holt. Also, where's Sam Holt? I need to know, because we saw Matt getting rescued, but did Sam die? What happened to him? I'm very intrigued. Okay, Clance moments. Or should I say, Lathe moments. Some of you are going to kill me for saying Lathe, but I actually kind of enjoy that ship name. Okay, but the Clance moments were so cute and fluffy, and they support each other, and it was amazing. I was so happy when I saw that, because it seems like a very healthy progression rather than them staying rivals. Also, Stephen Yoon posted about Voltron on his Instagram for once. He actually acknowledged that he's a voice actor. He actually acknowledged that he voices Keith. I love how when each one of them had doubts about themselves, they were able to lift each other out of that mood. And it was great. I was so happy. I was like, my children. And then when Lance said, got you, buddy, I was so happy. I was so surprised when I saw that they were being so supportive of each other, and it was amazing. I'm ready for season 4. That's not even a lie. But also, where was the Lance character arc? Is it gonna happen season 4? What about Hunky, Pooh, my little child? What about my children who have not gotten their character arc? Time for my favorite part, the Paladin backstory. This was the last episode of the season, and they give you more information about the old Paladins and what happened to them and why Zarkon became evil. It was such a great backstory. Oh my god, it was such a great backstory. I don't know how else to explain it. And it was so intriguing, and that's all I have to say. I don't know what else to say. I love how it brought more depth and substance to the plot, because now we actually understand why Zarkon and Hagar were fighting and why Hagar was Altean and all that stuff. It makes you realize why Zarkon was so set on getting Voltron, and it makes you realize why Hagar had this crazy obsession with Quintessence. It makes sense now. It's like everything that I was questioning from seasons 1 and 2 have been resolved, except for a few little things, but it also gives you background knowledge on what the past Paladins were like, and they seem to be very similar to the new Paladins, except for they seem like they're a lot more level-headed altogether than the new Paladins, but I think that has to do with what species they are and what their personality is like. Hagar's name isn't Hagar. I don't remember what they said her name was, but she's married to Zarkon. I was not expecting that. Like, I could see her being in love with Zarkon for some unknown reason, but she's also married to him before he became evil. I don't know if he actually got possessed by those creatures and she got possessed by those creatures, or what happened. I think they got possessed by those creatures that came through the comet hole into the alternate reality. All in all, I'm really excited for season 4. Even though this season was only 7 episodes, it was awesome and gave so much more depth to the show and made it not so kiddish, actually. It probably is not enough content for me because it's so short, but I can deal with it. I mean, season 4 is supposed to come out pretty soon, so I can wait. Here are my questions for you guys to answer in the comments. What do you think Voltron's gonna do now that Hagar has woken Zarkon up? I'm curious to see what you guys have to say about that. Who do you think is the best villain in Voltron? My favorite is Lotor, but do you think that Lotor is actually trying to complete Hagar's goal? Or do you think he has something else in mind? What do you think of the new Paladin formation? I really want to know your opinions on it because I'm not sure if I love it or hate it, or if I am just okay with it. You can answer those in the comments below with your theories. I really want to see them. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'm gonna get to bed for the entire day and then become a nocturnal creature. Voltron screwed up my sleep schedule today. I mean, it was already pretty screwed up, but now it's gonna be even more screwed up, and I don't even know if I can fall asleep. Our social medias are in the description below. Isabella will see you guys next week. I love you all, and goodbye!